In this video, I'm going over the cost of living in Cleveland, Ohio, and stick around because some of these are going to surprise you. I'm Ruksenas, your Cleveland real estate agent. If it has anything to do with where to live, where to eat, where to entertain in Greater Cleveland, you better call Paul, because I got your back when it comes to anything regarding real estate in Northeast Ohio. I get calls, texts, and emails every single day from people, and I absolutely love it. So here's the number, and down below in the description is the email. Please reach out to me when it comes to do with anything real estate. So the first thing we have to cover when discussing the cost of living in Cleveland, Ohio is the average home sale price. So in Ohio, the average home sale price is around $215,000. The national average is around $380,000. That's a big difference. That's 55% increase in the national average of home sale prices than Ohio's average. That directly reflects your affordability, how much your mortgage payment is, the amount of expendable income you have. All these factors tie in, and when you really do look at it, the average price is about 50% less than the national average of housing. So that is a major factor, and that's something that we have to just really dial in right away, is realize that your money and the value can go a long way here in Northeast Ohio. Okay, another factor in determining cost of living in Cleveland is healthcare costs. So luckily in Northeast Ohio, it ranks in the top 10 nationwide in average cost of healthcare monthly. So it's on the lower end of what your expenditures are. On the other side of that though, you have a amazing variety and a plethora of quality providers to choose from. You have the Cleveland Clinic, University Hospitals, just to name a couple. So you have an amazing abundance of quality providers, and then overall top 10 cost when it comes to monthly payments. When I was doing research about the cost of living in Cleveland, I was pleasantly surprised when looking into the cost of living indexes. There's several different ones online you can look at, and the Greater Cleveland area and Ohio regularly ranked in the top 15 in terms of the cost of living index. So that has a ton of factors and variables that go into that, and overall Ohio in general ranks in the top 15 in the cost of living index, which is a huge plus when determining cost of living and deciding the benefits versus different cities and areas. Okay, another top 10 stat. Ohio ranks top 10 nationally in regards to lowest average monthly mortgage payment. So again, ties in directly to your expendable income, how much money you have to spend on saving or investing and wealth building. So being in that top 10 of at lowest average monthly mortgage payment is when you're really talking about what typically is the largest expense monthly for people. A lot of times that's housing and living expenses and your mortgage. So being in that top 10 there is such a huge positive when talking about cost of living. Okay, in determining cost of living, a lot of times transportation goes into that. And in Greater Cleveland and Ohio, you have lower gas prices in general than the national average. And Cleveland also has a great public transportation system, and then you also have minimal traffic as well. So when you tie all these things in, there's public transportation available, minimal traffic, you're not using a lot of gas, you're not using your car as much, and then also just gas prices. So when you add all that together, the transportation overall cost, and again, that can be a lot of people's big expense monthly. When you're talking about transportation in Greater Cleveland, it is on the lower end than the national average. Okay, and finally, when going over the cost of living in Cleveland, a huge benefit of that is just the low cost of entertainment. There's tons of outdoor activities to do. You have the lake, you have the different pockets, you have all the restaurants and wineries and breweries. You have the Playhouse Theater District. There are plenty of things to do that when you're visiting other cities, you realize that, wow, things are pretty good in Greater Cleveland. Okay, really quick before I sign off, if you are enjoying the videos, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel. It helps the channel out tremendously. It also helps keep me motivated to make amazing content for you. And again, Hope you enjoyed this and can't wait to see you again.